Welcome to the first ever PickledPirate Podcast. I'm trying this out. We're going to see how it goes. I'm Zach, and I have two friends with me. We have
Alpal
and
Dr. Deej.
And we're going to talk about some movies and TV shows. So before we get started, I just want to do a shout out to Kevin Smith, who inspired me to start this. In his last live Fat Man on Batman, at the end of the show, he gave this big rant about everybody should start a podcast, and it inspired us to start this today. So here we go.
Go Smitty!
And we're going to start with Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. So everybody's talking about Hodor recently.
Hodor.
And we see how he went out in the show.
Yeah.
And it was okay. It was good. But really what I want to talk about is how I think it's going to go down in the books. And I thought it was going to go down in the show. So I've heard in lots of George R.R. Martin interviews where he says how Hodor gets his name from Hold the Door, which we saw in the TV show. It's Hold the Door. But I think it's related to the Tower of Joy.
What's that?
So the Tower of Joy is where Jon Snow gets born, apparently, maybe? We don't know yet.
There's
They
that
hint
theory.
about it. We see it a little bit in the show already, where Ned Stark and his boys roll up, take on Arthur Dayne, the Sword of Morning, who is a complete badass.
Pretty badass.
Honestly, that was probably the best sword fight I've seen on film since Revenge of the Sith, when Obi-Wan and Anakin go toe-to-toe.
Goddamn.
Fucking good sword fight.
I just don't want
Take the higher ground. Take the higher ground, man.
Take the high ground.
Take the higher ground.
Well, Ned Stark kind of cheats, but
Well,
his buddy cheats. Jojen reads.
Well,
Ned Stark went at it by himself.
They were close.
Hmm.
But anyways, yeah, so the Tower of Joy. So I think because Hodor is half giant, half person, was raised in Winterfell, he might have been a pretty good bodyguard. He's a fucking half giant man. And maybe Ned Stark's dad was just like, hey, you would be a great bodyguard for my daughter, and I'm just going to make you her bodyguard forever.
True. Then there's the whole scene of them when they were like, at the end of the episode where Hodor's a little kid.
Yeah, see, and
he's at the wall, what it looks to be. I mean, that could be the wall, or if it's like the training grounds to the wall.
well, that's Winterfell.
Oh.
Where they are, that's Ned Stark as a kid with Hodor and Lyanna as kids.
Okay.
And they keep going back to that scene. And
Right?
I don't know what the significance of that scene is, because they've shown it twice this season. And when they do that Hodor clip in between Hodor now and Hodor then, they do it again. So I don't know what's significant that makes Bran and the Three-Eyed Raven go back to that scene, but something important is going to happen there, because that's where the Three-Eyed Raven always brings Bran. But anyways, back to Hodor.
Back to Hodor.
Back to Hodor. So, so I think he got Hodor from defending Lyanna at the Tower of Joy. I think Ned and all of his boys, when they beat the Sword of Morning outside or whatever, and all the Kingsguard, they rush in, and Hodor is holding the door he's the last guard of Lyanna Stark as she's giving birth to Jon Snow.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah, so I think like they kick in the door, like, or something, like a beam or like a sword, something hits him in the head, and he's just sitting there like, hold the door, hold the door, hold the door. He gets cracked in the head with a sword or whatever, and that's where Hodor comes from, is him trying to defend Lyanna Stark as she gives birth to Jon Snow.
Possible.
Holy shit.
I think that's better than trying to fend off zombies.
I think that's way better than to fend off zombies.
It's PickledPirate's opinion.
And remember, everyone can comment on all these opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that sounds pretty logical. How pissed? Okay. Alright, my 2 cents on that whole last scene. This is what pisses me off. Is
Go
Bran
back to Hodor?
just fucking, yeah, Hodor, back to Hodor. Like, that whole fucking Hodor scene. This is what pisses me off. Bran's just being a little sleepyhead piece of shit, just like, I'm gonna pass right the fuck out and go. I know he had to do what he had to do to save themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, does that mean that he was given the message to Hodor as a child? Or was it he just is in that fucking dreamland and not...
See, that's
See, if he was awake, it would have been different, right?
Yeah, see, well, that's the thing, because, like, what happens is the others find out where they are,
Because
then,
he touches him.
Yeah, because he touches them so they can get into the cave. And that's when the three-eyed raven just teleports Bran and him to that scene. And I don't know what the important part of that scene is, but it's definitely important because something cool is going on in that courtyard in Winterfell that we don't know about yet.
Right, because that was, wasn't that fucking Ned Stark as a little child, right?
Yeah, that's all the Starks and like Ned Stark's dad. Like,
so that
training
means
them all.
Hodor is way more older than we all think.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he's like half giant, so I think he's supposed to live longer.
He's supposed to live longer.
So.
But also, it's just like, my question to you earlier was like, did Hodor know he was supposed to die? Because remember when he wakes up, Brant wakes up and realizes, and he's like, he touched you, and all of a sudden it snapshots to Hodor, and he's just like, Hodor. And he has that look on his face and almost this tone in his voice where he's just like, alright, I know something bad is going to happen. This is what I was supposed to live for, to protect Brent this entire time.
Makes sense. See, I just thought he was like scared because he knows that the others and White Walkers and all that shit are about to storm right in.
Or that's him as a child seeing him as a vision, and which also brings in, why can the White Walkers see Brant as a vision, and then why can Hodor see Brant as a vision? What does that make Hodor?
See, I don't think Hodor can see him. I think it's because Brant is he's in that place and he's trying to do two things at once. Like, he's trying to like learn everything the three-eyed raven's trying to teach him in that courtyard. And he's also like can hear everybody in the present like saying like, you need to wake the fuck up.
Yeah,
you need to get Hodor to save our ass, bro. Like, you need to fucking like save our asses. So I think that's why he like looks at Hodor and is like tries to warg into him while he's in the vision. You know what I mean? So he's trying to like download or whatever you want to call it. Not download because it's he's fucking downloading all this shit as he wargs into him. 'Cause you know what I mean? He's trying to do that.
No.
I think that's where Hodor gets fucked up is because like he's trying to learn all these skills while warging into him in a vision. You know what I mean? And
so
that's where like he can't do two things at once yet because he hasn't learned all his powers.
That's what the emotional part about it is. Like, you know that this guy either like knows that's what he's supposed to do at that one part in time, and that like, why else would Brant have to be paired up with this giant from the beginning of the entire series? Like, when you see them together, they're always together, and that's what's really important is like their bond as like him and Hodor are like freaking the mighty. And, you know, it's almost like so like that's they work with each other because Brant can use Hodor as like muscle or something that he needs when shit goes wrong.
That's a good point too, because as soon as Bran gets paralyzed, Hodor is
always there.
Hodor is his body, really.
His body.
Yeah, and maybe he's always been destined to do that.
And I'm also gonna just jump off the subject right now, and I know this is like again we did mention spoilers, and that will happen, but goddamn, I do not enjoy that they take out the direwolves. You know.
Oh yeah, we all cried for that direwolf.
That was such a sad scene.
Nobody likes to see a direwolf go down.
But he went down like a badass. Like the direwolf was like, all right, you guys fucking run, and you just see it in the direwolf where it's just like, dude, this thing's gonna get fucked up. Like,
dude, all the direwolves go down like badass, except for Lady. But I mean, you can't expect to name a wolf Lady and like, I mean, she's gonna go out like a bitch. True. Name her bitch, she can go out.
I mean, even the mother of all the direwolves. If you remember in the very episode where you find all the direwolves, mother died from the elk.
Yeah.
Of the other symbol of families.
The Baratheons.
Yeah. But it died defending its pups and everything. It was a badass motherfucker.
Some huge
and then you see in season 6 seasons later, the defendant of what the direwolf is like to protect their family and what they think is true. And like, all right, so now you have Brant without a direwolf. You have him now in a winter fucking blizzard with
just him and Reed. Not Jojen, the other Reed. I don't know. The girl Reed. I can't think of her name right now.
And again, I want everyone to know, like, I will strongly agree and also stand by very hardly that Hodor is not dead. He's not.
He's dead.
You never saw him die.
But I mean,
you saw him get scratched up, and then. But what if he just like turns into the Hulk? And just like...
You think he's going to go all mountain?
I really honestly think he's just...
Burns is going to walk up there, fucking plug him in, fucking get some mountain.
But what if he does?
This could actually be a good segue into the later part of our show. We'll bring this back up, folks.
Yes. Because what if Hodor all of a sudden gets channeled through some... Alright, so they always bring back characters, right? What if the Three-Eyed Raven isn't dead?
They don't always bring back characters.
They
Ned
didn't
Stark,
show the Three-Eyed Raven
Ned Stark
get
has
dead.
been dead for
They
a long
showed him
ass
pull
time.
up the sword, and then you just see him disappear, which means he could fade it out of the memory. So what if the Three-Eyed Raven isn't actually dead and the king didn't actually kill him?
Oh, I think what the point of the werewolf trees that Bran can go into is they're like a memory storage device. So I don't think he's dead. I think he's
shit.
part of the tree now, literally. Literally, because I mean,
So
he's...
all those weeping trees are different.
Yeah,
paths.
all the werewolves. I think they keep all the memories of the children of the forest, and that's like Bran can control them. The Three-Eyed Raven could control them.
Oh, PickledPirate, you just fucking blew my mind.
Yeah, so I think that's what like they're getting at with that. I don't think he's dead. I think he's in the tree. So now he's just gonna be like that voice in Luke Skywalker's ear. That's like, use the Force, Bran. Use the Three-Eyed Raven Force. Yes. Anyways, so that's Hodor.
Alright, that's Hodor on our...
Do we get over the origin of these White Walkers? The whole White Walkers are evil, dragons are great, fire and ice and good and evil, but they kind of killed that plan with that last episode. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go and talk about how I think all the Lannisters are gonna die before they kill it on the show.
Here we go.
Or they kill them or kill it, or I
Wow.
don't know how to phrase that, but so here's how I see King's Landing going down right now. So the Lannisters are at war with everybody,
Right.
the church and the small council and all that stuff, and it kind of seems like they're getting Tommen to go with the church to get Marjorie out.
Okay.
So somehow I think Tommen's gonna get killed by the Tyrells. That's what I was trying to think of. Tyrells, Marjorie Tyrell,
Okay.
all that shit. She's in prison. Somehow they're gonna like kill Tommen to get her out of prison. It's gonna fucking wig out Cersei.
Okay.
So Cersei calls all the bannermen she thinks she has left. She don't think this bitch has any bannermen left because she's fucked everybody. Like, politically and physically fucked everybody in Westeros. So she's got no friends left. So she's gonna call her bannermen, and it's gonna be the Freys are gonna show up at the gates to fucking King's Landing. Their banners flown high, but they're really gross and dirty and all this shit. But the Freys are there. Some Riverland folks, some armies are all there to come and bail out Cersei, the one friend she might have left. And as soon as she opens the gates to the city, the banners flip, and it's fucking Tully,
Oh.
and it's Blackfish,
Oh.
and Lady Stoneheart,
Oh.
and the Hound Reborn.
Oh, shit.
Fucking march into King's Landing and wipe that bitch out. What do you guys think about that?
I would love
do you
if
know-
they
do
brought
you
the
got-
Hound
hold on,
back.
Before I...
Oh,
well,
God.
obviously
I'll get a
everybody
mega
wants
boner
the-
for that.
The Hound back, and I think that's gonna
I
happen.
want the Hound to come
Yeah, well,
back.
she left him dead. They never showed you.
They never showed him
Yeah.
dying, which
The Hound
brings
never
back the
fucking dies.
Hodor.
Well, you guys haven't read the books, right?
No.
Do you know about Lady Stoneheart? Do you know who Lady Stoneheart is?
No.
Do you guys know about the Band of Brothers? Eldrick Dondarrion, who brings all those people back from the dead and stuff? This is a little bit in the show. You see the Hound cut that guy in half, like
Oh,
collarbone
yeah,
to,
yeah,
like,
Fire
hip
Sword
bone.
dude.
They put him back together,
Yep.
that guy.
He
In the
brings it.
books,
Fire Sword.
they find Kathleen Tully's body. Kathleen Stark dies at the Red Wedding. They find her in a river and they pull her body out and he brings her back to life
Some morbid shit.
as Lady Stoneheart.
Oh, god damn.
But she doesn't come back as like Kathleen Stark. She's
She comes
fucked up
back.
zombie who's just hell bent on revenge, and she ends up leading the Brotherhood without banners, and that's who's gonna fucking march into King's Landing is Lady Stoneheart with all of her Tully like Blackfish bannermen
Holy
and
shit.
the Hound Reborn.
Alright, so who do you think will take over as the king?
I don't think she cares, so I think she's gonna fucking
She's
kill.
just, she's just like a
gonna
Bernie
fucking-
Sanders is just like, fuck everything, we're gonna make it
Fuck the
better.
1%.
We're gonna make it
take all
better.
your gold and distribute it through the land.
I like you just associated demon zombie lady with Bernie Sanders.
No, but it's just like, she's better than whatever.
But yeah. So, anyways, here's the best part about that. There's a couple things that are gonna make this ending great, and we'll see what you guys think. So first off, we get the Clegane. I can't say their name right now.
Clegane.
Yeah, those guys. The brother fucking duel, the Mountain and the Hound, fisticuffs,
Yo, I hope.
and they're both zombies
Yeah.
brought back from the dead.
Oh shit!
So I want
that's
them
true.
both to have super strength. And here's how I see that shit going down. Like, fucking sword on sword, like just going to town, but they're both so strong. These fucking swords just disintegrate in the middle of the battle. So then they're just going fisticuffs, like
Fisties.
fucking punching each other in the face, and you just see like helms and fucking head plates, just chest plates just cave in with each punch, and they're just going like toe to toe. It'd be so awesome.
Who do you think would win?
Just like this, and then like fucking the Hound just tosses, or the Mountain tosses the Hound through like a fucking stable, and you think he's dead. Then he just tosses a fucking horse out of the stable back at his brother. Fucking hops on top of him and just starts like pounding the
Hop,
shit
hop,
out
hop.
of him. And you know, like fucking Hound's on top of the Mountain, and the Mountain's like reaching for a torch, thinking that's like the only fucking thing that'll stop the Hound because he's afraid of flame. He fucking holds a torch up to his face, and the Hound just grabs it, and he's like, I've been through fucking hell, man. I'm not afraid of flame anymore. And he fucking sticks it in his eye and burns his face.
That would be fucking epic, man.
That's what I want. That's what I want out of that battle. I want fucking horses thrown, swords broken, fucking chest plates
Fire
bent
and
in.
eyes.
I've been through fucking hell. I've been through hell. I ain't afraid of flames.
Fuck flames.
So
Fire good.
I've been divorced, man.
yeah. So that's what I want out of that. So the other part that makes it really cool, and this is tragic to me, as a big Jaime Lannister fan.
You're a Jaime Lannister fan?
Dude, Jaime Lannister,
Jimmy Lannister threw a fucking kid out a window, dude.
he's my favorite. Dude, best character.
He did
Wait,
turn,
nothing
no,
but
but
a
he
dirty
did turn out to
loser.
be good. Like
Dude, he's. We'll get to this. I'll explain how I want
That's
this to go,
another-
and then I'll
that's another
explain to
cast,
you
yeah.
why Jaime Lannister's the best knight ever. Period. But anyway, so here's how it goes. Fucking city's melting around him. So Cersei, in desperation, tries to come up with a plan to beat everybody out.
so she shows her titties out.
She tries that. They
Doesn't
all
work.
seen him with their walk of shame. Nobody's impressed. They say, put that shit away. Everybody's seen those
I
shits.
cannot look at those without literally seeing shit.
I ain't giving you a half pence for that. And then, so next plan, after the titties failed, she goes with the classic Mad King, and she decides to burn down King's Landing.
Take her down.
Same thing Ares tried
Oh,
to do in his last
They
moment as
still have all
king.
that fucking dragon's fire.
Light
or
of fire,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. They have that from the end of season 2 with the Battle of the Blackwater.
Yeah.
Tyrion sends out that wildfire, and
And
all
burns
those,
the fuck out of those
mages and stuff
bitches.
have that wildfire still saved under the city.
Yeah.
So she goes for that. She fucking tries to torch the city. Same thing as the Mad King did. But so, and the reason she's gonna do that is the same thing that happened when her dad died. She burnt down the Tower of the Hand. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yep.
But after her dad died, she burnt that thing down. So you know she's prone to fucking arsony and titties, but mostly arsony when she doesn't get her way.
Mostly.
Fucking spoiled white girl.
Oh my god, right?
So yeah, she goes to burn the
Hashtag
city
Conquer.
down, and this puts Jaime in the same spot he was with the Mad King. Kingslayer fucking faced with the King's Landing burning down again. This time, can't do it. And the whole fucking city burns.
What?
Can't do it.
What?
And this is why Jaime Lannister's the best fucking knight in the show, or movie, or whatever book.
Well, that's just hypothetical.
Hypothetical, but he can't do it. But it's gonna, it's good. It's all good. Okay.
All right.
And everybody likes to trash on Jaime Lannister.
No, he's cool.
Because he threw a kid out a window and
No,
fucks
it's
his
not
sister.
that. It's just he was kind of like a mirror, and then he turned into like after he got his little digit chopped off. You know.
The guy fucks his sister, man. I mean, come on.
Oh well, people
It's
fucked
twin.
each other back in the
But I
day.
mean,
It's a
it was
twin.
like, I mean, you got to think of
It's a
when they were born. Targaryens married Targaryens.
Targaryens, yeah.
They kept the bloodline strong.
Back
they
in the
kept the
day-
blood of the dragon.
In your
Like, this is
neighborhood,
how he
it
was
was like a
raised.
fucking puddle. So you would just drop your dunk into the next tank and then say, all right, there we go. There's a family. You're welcome.
See, that's the thing. Cersei sleeps around and fucks all of King's Landing.
Yeah, she does.
The only person Jaime Lannister has ever had sex with is his sister.
That sucks.
No, well,
Tried
what
and
about?
true. Who?
Oh,
Who?
ooh,
Who?
ooh.
Tried and true with his banjo.
Ew.
That's the only. He's so in love with her. That's why he became a Kingsguard, so he could
He
stay in
dipped
King's
his
Landing.
dick
next
in
to
the
her.
family ink.
That's all he's ever done. He's so
Exactly.
loyal to her. He's so in love. Like he's.
It's his sister.
It's definitely
Dude,
more.
you're over
like,
that shit, man. It's the best night ever.
She is
Most
pretty
loyal
hot.
night.
I don't know.
Most
I have
loyal guy.
sisters, man.
If she was
fucking-
your sister,
I have 2 sisters. Like, no, like that's just.
Yeah, but you weren't raised with Targaryens banging
Targaryens back in the day.
You know, like that was just how it was.
The world population was only like 10 billion.
They don't have.
Where you going with that, buddy?
You know what?
They didn't have Tinder in fucking King's
They
Landing.
didn't have Tinder in King's Landing.
Jamie
You can be
Thrones
fucking
couldn't-
Well, they
whatever.
just had their
swipe
little
right.
birds.
Twitter back in the day. Hashtag
You said a little pidget out with like a picture, draw a
National
picture of
Nude Days.
your day.
sketch
It's
me
like,
like your French girl.
That's my date. Yes or no, circle 1 and send a pigeon back.
Look, kid, here's 10 pounds and a note that says, "Is this enough?" Hand it to the first pretty girl you see, and if she says no, just keep going. And then come back to me.
What do you guys think you'd be if you were back in the Game of Thrones days?
Drunk.
Like, drunk? I would definitely just be chilling, just like.
Be a blacksmith. I think I'd be a blacksmith.
Right on.
I'd like to fight, man. I think that'd be
I'll
fun.
work at a bar.
Garrett's just still doing the
It's
same
like,
thing.
fucking
I'll still work at a bar, man. Save up some money and go travel off to find fucking dragon chick and those pretty ass Chardice.
Well, I don't think I'd want to be a cook anymore because then I'd probably just get killed for making
No,
something
but
wrong.
you know, you just go over and hang out with those badass motherfuckers across the sea. Next thing you know, you got a good tan, you're eating good food, chilling with elephants and shit.
I don't think Garrett's ever watched Game of Thrones.
I don't think he has.
Nothing ever
Oh,
ends
remember in the
happy.
beginning
Yeah,
part,
exactly.
like where they burnt the motherfucker's head with the gold? Because he was
Oh yeah,
yeah, those guys.
Veneris,
Mm.
venereal disease, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Those motherfuckers were cool. I bet they traveled a lot. I would chill with them. Learn
Oh,
some of their
you're
ways.
talking about some Dothraki?
Yeah, the
Oh,
Dothraki.
yeah.
I would just hang out, not know what they're saying, but just chill with them. They seem
I
pretty
mean, Dave
sound.
can learn it. You can learn it.
I'd be alright
I
with them.
mean, just wild orgies all the time. I don't think that would be a terrible way to live.
I wouldn't
Morty.
even get involved. I would just sit there and watch with the super bad shirt
You
on.
lying bastard.
But yeah, so I would show Dothraki, just smoking a bunch of weed and saying,
We live in a desert. I don't know if they could cultivate weed.
I'd find a way. We'd all find a way.
They got all kinds of magical plants, man.
Magical
you don't
plants.
even need
They
weed.
ended up finding dragons.
Fun dragon.
They were like, shit, we found dragons. This is great. It's hot bitch too. Hot damn. We used to score and shit, and we got a city. Oh fuck. All right, now we're gonna flake our people. I'm fucking kidding. But I liked Game of Thrones when it was. Man, I guess you can't say that. I was gonna say before it was so shock and awe, but like it's always been shock and awe. Like they
yeah.
killed fucking Ned.
That's why
you
it's
know.
so good. That's why everybody
But
keeps
like,
coming back.
alright, I stopped watching Game of Thrones when I got like too visually like fucking weird.
No, I think cinematically it's an incredible show.
It's a great show, but I just don't want to see like
the way they
the
film
whole
that is
like
fucking
when
fantastic.
fucking Geoff fucking did the whole pole thing with one of the ladies. It's just too much. I'm sensitive to that shit, you know?
Gary, we grew up reading Stephen King. Are you
Don't
fucking
care,
kidding
like
me?
I know, but it's like goddamn it, like do you have to? Oh, I don't know. It's definitely cool to see this show like with both male and female powers like uprising,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
it's
for
like
sure.
it's equally shown. Like it's not like dominant in one way or another. And I always,
Well, that's
No, that's
exactly
the great-
it. It's
and
not,
that's what's
a great thing
great
about
about
it,
it.
yeah.
It's not like the male whatever. It's like there's like
You never know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
See, it's completely equal. It's not like this woman's
Arya
awesome.
is my favorite character.
This guy, there's flaws in every character. That's what makes it so good. Is the characters. There's strong males. There's weak males. There's strong females. There's terrible females.
They
It's
never
completely
make any
equal.
character
People are
wholly
people.
good or wholly evil. They always leave a
Yeah.
gray area for every
Yeah.
character.
It's his characters, and this is a good segue back to Jaime Lannister. That's why Jamie Lannister's the best character, because you start off hating that asshole, but as soon as you get to know him, all he ever wanted to do was be the best fucking knight in Westeros, and he did it. All he ever wanted to do was stay with the one woman he fucking loved, his sister, and he did it, man. And he fucking just wanted to like uphold honor and all that shit.
He lost a hand.
And everybody gives him shit for being the Kingslayer. Everybody gives him shit for being the Kingslayer. But he saved all those lives in King's Landing by killing fucking the Mad King. Like, he would have burnt down that whole town and
that was
killed
the whole
everybody
thing.
in the fucking
Yes.
city. But he saved everybody.
He killed the Mad King.
He's the most honorable fucking knight in that whole show. Who's more honorable?
Threw a kid out of
I would
window.
love to see that episode if they made an episode where he killed the Mad King.
Yeah,
That's
we
an
actually see
important
that flashback.
Fucking part of his whole
Not even
existence.
his.
But like everyone's.
Westeros
Yeah.
as a thing.
That was before like everything kind of went to
He was
where
gonna
we
burn
saw
down
it
the
at the
capital.
beginning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if like they started off an episode where like that was the fucking like the start of it, it's just that scene, and it's just like him waking up or something. Like the
Or
episode
we could see it in like one of Bran's flashbacks, but you can't because there's no werewolves in King's Landing anymore. No, there is.
There is.
I lied, because that's where
They got you.
yeah, there's the Godswood in, because that's where Ned Stark used to always. That's where Ned Stark found out about all the fucking Joffrey and all those douchebags being incest babies and not actual Baratheons, because he used to sneak shit in and out of that. Anyways, so yeah, if you guys don't like Jaime Lannister, who the fuck is more honorable than Jaime Lannister?
I'll vote for James.
Jon Snow.
You want to give me one of those two?
Yeah.
Jon Snow?
Far more honorable. Well, straight up, he is the
No.
most honorable character in the show.
Broke his oath, banged a wildling on the other side of the wall,
Yeah, he did.
and killed a member of the Night's Watch.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but after the member of the Night's Watch actually
and he's
killed
a
him.
zombie.
But I mean, Jaime
saying,
Lannister took
he's a zombie.
took an oath to defend the king and the land, and he defended the land because there's more land.
And Jon
than
Snow
kings.
turned down an opportunity to save
go,
his
buddy.
home to honor his oath, and then got killed for it.
I'm just
True,
saying.
they are close. That's a good
Fucking
point.
zombie.
But yeah, do you get anybody more honorable than Jaime Lannister?
Roland.
Rolling Dust Chain. That motherfucker.
I don't know.
Yeah, see.
I don't know. I don't know enough about that guy.
That's another day. I will.
We'll get back to that with time.
Okay.
So, anything else on Game of Thrones this week we want to talk about? That was my main point. Just how I wanted King's Landing to go down. Just that battle between the Hound and the Mountain. I want that line too. I want that line. I've been through hell. Your fire doesn't scare me anymore. Something like that.
Patting that shit.
You hear me, DB Weiss and
That
fucking Pat? I don't know, whatever.
Jar
his
Jar
name-
Gar Martin.
George R. R. Martin. I want that line. Give me that line.
Give him that.
I don't know. I think that's it.
I think that's it.
In a nutshell, right?
All right.
So that was the first Pickle Pirate podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great night
We're gonna try this
or
out,
day.
a couple times before we get it perfected, I think. But yeah, we'll be back later.
Aloha.